Hey, so this is my little Goodwill adventure I had with a friend of mine, and I'm just showing that was White House Black Market, that dress, and then these little suitcases were just so cute. I love anything leather, and the leather on these suitcases was beautiful. That's my friend standing right there. And then these are just some of the things that the consignment area had. The clocks, you see how all the clothing is on wooden hangers. They just take a little bit of extra care in how they display the items in this section of the Goodwill. And so that's why I enjoy going because it's an experience, honey. It is. And then what I like about this one is the smell. Well, all the Goodwills here in Charlotte they have this Gain or Persil Tide kind of smell to them. It just smells like laundry detergent. So I think they clean their clothes and stuff. I don't know, but it smells so good. And I never see like a plug-in or anything like that. It just naturally just smells good. So it could be a filter and a vent. I don't know. But I love the trunks. I love the Kate Spades. Those were vintage and so cute on top of that trunk. Now I'm in the area. I'm showing just some of the Pier 1 stuff. They wanted $20 for that. Y'all can keep that. The candlestick was cute. I could have got that candlestick actually. I'm not sure why I didn't buy that because that wasn't expensive. But I'm trying to get away from all the glass. Now this trunk I loved, and had they wanted $9.99 for it, I would have bought it. But it was kind of cracked and it kind of looked a little dirty, so I didn't. I just that kind of stuff is harder to clean. So I don't want anything I can't clean. I don't buy any upholstered stuff. Like this chair that's behind me, I loved. I didn't get the chair, even though I loved it. But these are the tables, you guys, that I was telling you about. Both of these tables were fabulous. That's the chair I really like. I just don't know. I don't have anything to clean it with, so it stayed. That table, the mirrored one was fine. But the mirrored one I didn't need. The one I needed was the $24.99 one behind it. $24.99 for this is a steal. And I just couldn't figure out how I was going to bring it home. I used to have a Forerunner and I miss my baby. You don't need to spend a lot of money on your cars because that car and me, like we were two peas in a pod. Like we did everything together, and I miss my Bessie. She would have easily carried that home for me. But yeah, I had to figure out how I was going to get that home in my little bitty car, so I missed out. Wham wham. Okay, now I'm showing you this painted coffee table and end table. Both of those were really cute. I love the color of the green one. This big mama jamma behind it, I don't think I got a good picture of it. I should have stepped back some, but it was huge. Kind of like a bar stool area. Not bar stool, but like a kind of like a foyer table or something, but it was huge. Look at me coming back over here to this table because I really wanted it. Okay, and then the drum set. This cooler I was thinking about because my husband wanted a wine cooler, but had they wanted $50, I would have bought it. But they wanted $200 for this thing. And I'm like, Goodwill. I can get that on Amazon. I can get a wine cooler on Amazon way cheaper. What are you doing? They're just getting too arrogant. Some of these Goodwills are getting way too arrogant. Excuse me. And now I'm at. This is the second Goodwill we went to. I'm looking at some of the pictures. They're okay. Nothing to write home about, but they're okay. But the main thing we found at this, and now that I'm looking back, that gold frame one, I wish I had looked at that one a little closer because I may have bought that one. They didn't have any furniture, nothing really enticing at this store. Now, when we went over to the clothing section, which is funny because we didn't even look at the clothes at the other Goodwill, but at this one, we did, and we ended up making friends, and there was some new people, and bought a whole bunch of dresses. At least I did, and she got a couple of things too. And she went home, and so now I'm coming back to the other Goodwill that we first went to, and trying to get my tables because, honey, they were supposed to be coming home with me. Not you, but you got them. So kudos to you. But no, I really wanted those tables. So I'm showing, look at me. I got distracted. She probably was over there getting the table right then and there. I could have ran over there and got the tables. I just knew those tables were there. So that's like, yeah, I got time. Let me look at these bags. Little did I know I did not have any time. So I'm looking at wallets, just all the things to distract myself from getting this table. I bet you she was over there buying the table right at that moment. I know she was. Okay, and yeah, I'm looking at that little Vera Bradley. That's cute. I just wish that she hadn't put her initials on there. I left it because I can't do it with somebody else's initials. Those are easy to just throw in a washing machine, and you got you a cute little comfy little set for camping or whatever. I like Vera Bradley for like when we go to retreats in the woods and stuff like that. That's pretty much the only time I do Vera Bradley. It's like church activities. That's the consignment area, that little store area I just walked past. I found my grandson some Adidas, but they were a little bit too big, and I was like, well, let me leave them for the next person. I know he don't need any shoes. And then this canoe was like a shelf. I really wanted it. Most of the people's homes that we visit, they have stuff like this in their living room, and it'll be full with books. It was just so cute. For $9, I know that's not going to be there. Then I saw this throw with the red, white, and blue, which was cute. I left it. It was a lot of stuff that I saw, but I didn't buy. And that's okay. You can't buy everything you see, but I definitely would have bought that canoe. I just did not know where. I could have made that fit my decor actually because it was like a gray tone. So I actually could have made that fit my decor. Now I know if I go back, the canoe is not going to be there. But the more I look at it and think about it, that would have been cute in my space. And I would have just sprayed it with insecticide and threw some bleach on it or something. And let it air dry outside. That's how I would have cleaned it, because I was trying to figure out how on earth am I gonna clean that. But that's what I would have done. And what I mean is, it's not dirty. It's just that because you don't know what kind of home it's coming from, you just kind of want to take precautions. So that's how I take precautions when I buy from consignment stores. Especially if I'm getting some type of furniture piece like that canoe shelf, I would definitely spray it with insecticide and bleach it. That's what I do to all of the furniture that I get. I'm a little OCD, and I feel like I'd rather be OCD than have something come into my home, you know? Oh, and for those who think the spirits are inside of things, they live in living things, not not things that are not living. I know the movies talk about that kind of stuff, but that's not real. It's not. I'm not worried about that. And I'm looking at those chairs because I need new bar stools. But I bought those last bar stools brand new from Gabe's, but they are destroyed. So I need new ones. And it's only been a year, but we have kids, so whatever. The top of it came off. Like, they're clean, but the top came off, the screw thing. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, they wanted too much for those bar stools, so I left them. Sometimes you have to be very selective at Goodwill because some of these Goodwills are overcharging. That green table was everything, and I didn't get a good picture of it. It was so cute. And I didn't know where I was going to put it because I want to introduce color into my living space. But where would I put that bright lime green table? It was so cute though. I would have had to figure out how to mix and match that. That's why I appreciate designers who decorate with color. If I see somebody and everything is modern and white in their home, to me, that's not decorating. That's just ABCs. You just learning how to decorate. But when I see designers who decorate with color, I'm like, yeah, she knows what she's doing because she figured out how to make that color work. Color is a lot harder to decorate with, and that's not just my opinion. I think that's real. So that's the price of this cooler. I had to come back because I was thinking about that. And yeah, and looking back at this, I didn't see that wreath. So when you're in the store, you don't always see everything. So taking these pictures is actually helpful. This is the bathroom area. Just showing you how nice and clean everything is. Everything smells
I'm showing you guys
divine.
just a few more
It just smells so
pictures
clean
you
in
can
there.
see some of the items. So it's a Michael Kors bag in the
I did
back.
see a lady in her
Loft.
dressing.
I love
I was like, this is not a fitting
I love
room.
how they wrap their scarves.
That's the Michael
their
Kors, that
shoes.
black
Those
one
were
that was in
Kate
the back
Spade, I think.
loft. I love Ann
This
Taylor.
vase
This is how they wrap their
gorgeous.
scarves.
Michael Kors.
These are
and
Kate
Dooney back there in the
Spade
back. There's that
shoes.
Dooney I
This
was talking
vase
about.
is
My friend was
beautiful.
like,
I
girl,
just
you
saw
need
so
this. I was
much,
like, yeah, I
y'all.
do.
So many things.
But I didn't want to just buy just
This
to be
is the
buying,
Donienberg. My friend was like, you got to get this. And I was like, yeah. I didn't even look to see how much it costs. So I missed out. But y'all, thank you for watching. And go check out your thrift stores. They have so much.
That
All right,
Tory
talk to you
Burch
later.
down
Bye.
there was cute.